Dylan Wang and Shen Yue finally speak out on Yu Menglong's case. What they revealed shocked everyone. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue finally broke their silence. After months of uncertainty, endless speculation and rumors that spread across social media like wildfire, the two rising stars stepped forward to address the shocking case surrounding Yu Menglong. And what they revealed left fans stunned, emotional and desperate to understand the truth. The moment Dylan Wang spoke, fans paused. Known for his charm, professionalism and dedication to his craft, Dylan didn't hold back. He shared the personal impact the events had on him, giving insight into the confusion, tension and emotional weight of the situation. For the first time, the public got a glimpse of the side of the story that had been hidden behind headlines and gossip. Dylan's words were honest, heartfelt and carefully measured, but even so they were enough to send shockwaves through the fandom. Shen Yue followed shortly after, her voice carrying a raw honesty that resonated with millions. She revealed details that Dylan hadn't touched on, exposing the pressures, misunderstandings and emotional struggles that had accompanied the unfolding controversy. Fans were moved, and many expressed admiration for her bravery, knowing how difficult it must have been to step into the spotlight and speak out on such a sensitive matter. The reaction was immediate. Across Twitter, Weibo, Instagram and fan forums, conversations exploded. Clips of Dylan and Shen Yue's statements circulated endlessly, accompanied by debates, theories and reactions from fans desperate to piece the story together. For months, the fandom had been left in suspense, but now with both stars speaking, the case felt more real, more human and more emotionally intense than ever before. To understand why this moment mattered so much, we need to go back and look at Yu Menglong's role in all of this. A talented actor known for his charismatic performances and unforgettable drama roles, Yu Menglong had captured the hearts of fans across Asia. But behind the scenes, tension and controversy were brewing. Rumors about conflicts, mysterious absences and unexplained events began to surface, leaving fans confused and desperate for clarity. Every new post online sparked debates, theories and speculation, but no one had heard directly from those who were closest to the situation. Till now, Dylan Wang and Shen Yue had long been rising stars themselves. Their breakout roles made them household names, and their professionalism earned admiration across the entertainment industry. Yet when the controversy surrounding Yu Menglong emerged, they found themselves in an impossible position. Speaking out risked backlash, misinterpretation and more rumors, but staying silent had allowed speculation to run unchecked. Fans had been left wondering, what were they thinking and what did they really know? When Dylan finally spoke, he didn't sugarcoat anything. He described how the situation had affected him personally, how it had changed his perspective on work, trust and friendship, and how he had struggled to navigate the intense scrutiny of both media and fans. His words weren't just a statement, they were a window into the human experience behind the fame. He admitted that some things were complicated, that emotions were raw, and that the story had many layers that the public might never fully see. Shen Yue's statement added an even deeper layer. She spoke about the emotional pressure she had endured, the misunderstandings she had witnessed, and the need for fans to recognize the human side of the drama. Her honesty and vulnerability struck a chord with fans worldwide. Social media exploded, with thousands of fans analyzing every word, debating every nuance and expressing both shock and admiration. The statements didn't just reveal facts, they revealed the hearts of the actors themselves. The fandom reacted instantly. Clips of their statements went viral, hashtags trended across platforms, and online communities were flooded with commentary. Fans shared emotional responses, made theories and speculated on what had remained unsaid. The drama became more than just headlines. It became a shared experience, a story fans could connect to emotionally, and a reminder that their favorite stars were human, facing struggles far beyond the camera's lens. Even now, months later, the story continues to evolve. While Dylan Wang and Shen Yue's statements provided clarity, questions remain. The full truth is still emerging and the case continues to captivate fans and insiders alike. But one thing is undeniable. By stepping forward, Dylan and Shen Yue changed the conversation. They reminded fans that behind every scandal, rumor and controversy, there are real people with real feelings, trying to navigate an impossible situation in front of the world. Their bravery has sparked discussions about honesty, empathy, and the pressures of fame. It has also given fans a chance to step back, reconsider assumptions and see the human side of the story. The Yu Menglong case, once shrouded in mystery and speculation, now has faces and voices behind it. Faces and voices that fans have long admired and now understand a little better. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue's revelations have created a turning point. The drama isn't over, the questions aren't fully answered, and the fandom continues to debate, analyze, and feel deeply invested in every update. But the silence is finally broken, and the story, as complicated and emotional as it is, has entered a new chapter, one told by the very stars who lived it. And as fans, all we can do is watch, listen, and continue to hope for clarity while appreciating the courage it took for Dylan Wang and Shen Yue to speak the truth. Their voices have changed the way we see this story, reminding everyone that behind the headlines, behind the glitz, behind the drama, there are people whose feelings, struggles, and bravery deserve to be understood. Even after Dylan Wang and Shen Yue had spoken, the story didn't end there. Their revelations were just the beginning. Fans were still piecing together the events, trying to understand what had really happened with Yu Menglong, and questioning how much of the drama had been hidden from public view. As social media exploded with reactions, one thing became clear. This wasn't just about rumors or headlines anymore. Fans were emotionally invested. They shared messages of support for Dylan and Shen Yue, expressing admiration for their courage. They analyzed every word, every pause, and every expression in the statements, searching for clues about what had remained unsaid. Some fans were shocked, some were emotional, and some were frustrated that there were still unanswered questions. But everyone agreed on one thing. Dylan and Shen Yue's honesty had shifted the narrative entirely. The revelations also sparked a deeper conversation about the pressures of fame in the entertainment industry. Many fans began to realize that behind every drama, every headline, and every social media post, there were real people experiencing stress, fear, and vulnerability. The Yu Menglong case had always seemed like an abstract controversy, but now, thanks to Dylan and Shen Yue, it felt human, relatable, and emotionally heavy. Fans started reflecting on how easily public perception can be shaped by incomplete information, and how much courage it takes for actors to step forward and speak their truth. Some insiders and media commentators began analyzing the case in new ways. They looked at timelines, interviews, and social media activity to try to understand the full picture. While some details remained unclear, one thing was undeniable. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue had created a moment of honesty that could not be ignored. Their statements had opened a window into the reality of the situation, and for many fans, it changed how they viewed not only Yu Menglong's case, but the entire world of K-drama stardom. Over time, fans noticed that this story wasn't just about a single controversy. It was about empathy, understanding, and recognizing the humanity behind the celebrity image. Dylan and Shen Yue's decision to speak out had given the fandom a rare opportunity to see the emotional truths of their favorite actors and reflect on how media narratives often overlook the human cost. By the end of this saga, it was clear that Dylan Wang and Shen Yue's courage had done more than clarify events. They had reminded fans why they loved these actors in the first place. Not just for their talent or charm, but for their honesty, integrity, and willingness to face intense scrutiny while still speaking from the heart. The story of Yu Menglong, Dylan Wang, and Shen Yue is far from typical. It's a tale of fame, pressure, rumors, and resilience. And while some questions may never be fully answered, the lessons from this chapter are undeniable. Behind every controversy are people with real emotions, struggles, and courage that deserves recognition. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue's voices will continue to resonate in the fandom for years to come. Their revelations marked a turning point, not just in the case itself, but in how fans approach, perceive, and understand the lives of the stars they admire. And so, while the drama may continue, one truth remains. The silence has been broken, the story has been humanized, and Dylan Wang and Shen Yue have shown that sometimes, honesty is the most powerful statement of